A wall of water, a fire truck backing blind, a cyclist appearing after the light turns green, and a police stop that gives me seconds to decide. 10 real cases. You decide who got it right. The court is now in session. Welcome to the driving jury. I'll show you what I saw, the decision I made, and the argument on both sides. Case 7 is first. The rain was getting heavier, the lanes were narrowing, and then I hit this wall of standing water. I had already reduced my speed from 54 to 44, but with concrete barriers beside me and almost no escape route, one hydroplane could have turned into a chain reaction. The defense: I was below the flow of traffic and slowing before the deepest water. The other side: 44 may still be too fast when visibility and drainage are this poor. Enough slowdown, or still too fast for the conditions. Case 7. Cast your verdict. I was under the posted limit, but an emergency responder was standing only feet from live traffic. The road was 2 lanes, oncoming traffic blocked a full move over, and the rain reduced both visibility and stopping distance. That left speed as my main safety margin. One argument says I slowed, held a predictable line, and avoided crossing into oncoming traffic. The other says 28 miles an hour was still too fast beside a responder in those conditions. Reasonable response or not slow enough? You decide. Case 8. These workers were standing only inches from the lane as I approached. I dropped nearly 20 miles an hour, stayed steady, and watched the left lane. Moving over can create more space, but only when the lane change itself is safe. The defense says the slowdown was substantial and predictable. The criticism is that any open gap on the left should have been used to give the crew a full lane. Was slowing enough, or should I have moved left? Case 9 is yours. A ladder truck stopped ahead of me and began lining up to reverse into the station. A vehicle this long needs room to swing, and the crew may not see a car tucked close behind it. I chose to stay well back and let them use the road. The cautious argument is simple. Wait until the maneuver is complete. The impatient argument says there may have been enough room to pass before the truck began reversing. Smart buffer, or more space than necessary, you be the jury. I had the green turn signal, and then a cyclist entered directly into my path. I was moving slowly and scanning through the turn, which gave me time to stop. The signal favored me, but right-of-way does not remove the need to react to what is actually in front of you. The case against the cyclist is the signal and the late entry. The case against the driver would be accelerating simply because the light is green without confirming the path is clear. Who carried the greater responsibility, the driver, the cyclist, or both? An 80,000-pound truck was running out of merge lane beside me. Traffic already on the highway generally has the right-of-way, but a loaded truck cannot accelerate or brake like a car. I had to decide whether to hold position, slow slightly, or create a pocket. Holding the lane is legally defensible. Moving left may improve traffic flow. Slowing can help, but it can also surprise traffic behind you. A. Hold the lane. B. Move left. C. Open a gap. What is your verdict? This driver crossed the painted gore area to take the exit, and the next decision was even worse. The car used the painted separation area as an extra lane to reach the ramp. Even before the signal, that move reduced predictability for everyone nearby. At the top of the ramp, the signal was red, and the car continued through without a full stop. The footage does not show the driver's reason, but it does show 2 aggressive choices close together. Careless, reckless, or are we missing important context? Case 13. Decide. My lane was moving around 35 while the exit lane beside me was completely stopped. That speed difference creates a hidden hazard. Any frustrated driver can pull into the open lane with almost no warning. I reduced speed and covered the brake. The argument for holding speed is that the lane was open and clear. The defensive argument is that stopped traffic beside a moving lane should always be treated as a possible pullout. Would you hold your speed or slow down and cover the brake? I saw the flashing lights ahead and had only a few seconds to decide. Moving over did not look safely available, so I slowed down and created as much space as traffic allowed. In many places, drivers are expected to move over when safe, or slow substantially when they cannot. The defense says the slower speed and wider buffer protected everyone without forcing a risky lane change. The criticism is that I may have been more cautious than the situation required. Right call, or too cautious? You decide. Case 15. The light turned green, but the crosswalk was not clear. At dusk, the rider was difficult to see. I started moving, then spotted them crossing ahead. A green light allows you to proceed when the way is clear. It does not replace one last scan. The argument against the rider is entering late and being difficult to see. The argument against the driver is that vulnerable road users can appear even when the signal favors you. Who had the greater responsibility? The driver, the rider, or both? You're the jury. 10 cases, 10 decisions, and probably 10 different opinions. Which case was the hardest to judge? Comment the case number and your verdict. Court is adjourned until the next docket.